So hello children, we come to our last video, that is part 5 on algebraic expression from class 7. So this is exercise 13b, my third video, okay, on 13b, and 2 I have made on 13a. So just to recap what we have done here, in the beginning we have seen in the very first part what are algebraic expression. In 13a, monomial, binomial, trinomial, what are they? Then we have done polynomial, that was in 13a. 13b first part, we had addition of polynomial, then we had subtraction, and then we have some mixed question. So here this we can say that it is not only subtraction, we can call it addition as well as subtraction of polynomials, because we have done addition in the beginning, first video lesson. Second video lesson was on subtraction, and this is we do application part, problem sums from addition and subtraction. So this is the final video on algebraic expression. So concept I have already given you in the first and second video, what we do in addition and subtraction. So here straight away we move on to question 9, because up to 8 I have done in my previous video. What it is over here, children? So here you have to take an analogy, you have to compare and see what we are going to do. Find the excess of this over this. So how much is this more than this? So suppose you have how much is, find the excess of 8 over 3. Find the excess of 8 over 3. So you know 8 is 5 more than 3. Once more, find the excess of this over this. So find the excess of 8 over 3. So what we do, we subtract this minus this. So here in subtraction you have to see which one will be up, which thing will be down, which we subtract, and line you leave over here, because we change the sign. So here, as I have explained to you, subtract this from this. So leave little gap here always, children. So this is plus, nothing is there, minus. Okay, so this is minus becomes plus. So just the opposite sign we do, and this is plus, this becomes minus. So what we do, plus 4, so draw a line, plus 4 minus 2, what do we get? 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. Don't see this plus sign, don't see this sign comes here. Think that this minus is in front of 2, so we get 2p square. Now plus minus 2 plus 1, this minus you don't see, think it is plus 1p. So minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, so this is minus p. Okay, so we don't write 1 generally, children, nothing means 1. So see here next, sorry, this is pq, not p, this is pq. See, so nicely I've written one below the other. See, this is very important thing in column operation, one below the other, children. Now see this one, minus 4, don't see, think it is a plus 4. So we are subtracting, so minus 4. So what I told you, like term is a like term, and numerical value you add or subtract. So minus 4 plus 3, so subtract the smaller from the larger and put the sign of the larger. So 1 we don't write, minus q square. So this was our question number 9. So kindly pause the video and copy, then we move on to question 11. So see here, same way here you can take a comparison, an analogy, or example. How much is this less than this? How much is, one example I'll give you, like over here. How much is, like you can say, 7 less than 11? How much is 7 less than 11? So this will come up. So 4. How much is 7 less than 11? So answer will be 11 minus 7. So here this one will come first, this will come down, and the down one you leave a line and change the sign. Okay, so don't see this, you assume that minus is not there in front of x square, it is plus. So what do we get, children? Plus 1 plus 2, 3x square, minus 7x square minus y square minus y 8y square. Don't see this plus. minus 7x square minus y plus 3 plus 1 4. Okay, so plus don't see this minus, 3 plus 1 4, nothing is here means 1, so 3, don't see this minus, 3 plus 1 4 xy. So we have subtracted this from this. So what we subtract, this from this, so this comes down and we change the sign. So kindly pause the video and copy number 11, then we move on to question number 13 part 2. So now we move on to question number 13 part 2. So in between what sound you hear, children, it is as soon as I make one class video, I upload it. So you know when your data is finishing, so they tell you 50% of data is used or 90% of data is used, so that message comes. So in between sometime you will hear such sound. Okay, so that is for uploading your video. Anyway, let us see here. We have x, y, z. Generally you will see, children, z. I don't write like in capital because it looks like 2. I write small z because sometimes children, they themselves get confused between 2 and z. Second thing here, x, y, z is given. We have to, so here we can do both. If you wish, we can do row operation. Okay, most of the sum maybe we have done column operation. So this particular sum, column operation, you can see in this sum also, because next to sum 14, 15 I will do. But here problem is there, if you do column operation, you have to do two things first. You cannot subtract and add together. So column operation I wanted to do because next two question I think I'll do by row operation. So here also let us do row operation, because column operation I cannot do three things. I have to add, you can add and then subtract. So it will be two step. It's not impossible here. You add x and z below, what you get, subtract y. But here I'm trying to show you one row operation where we get all, then we will take the like term. So you have two choices I told you, and I think I've done by both methods. Let us see x. So write, hence what do we get? X 2a square plus 3b square. Just write x what it is there, minus 5ab. Wherever minus is there, children, you need to put a bracket because all the sign will change for what is y. B square minus 3a square plus 7ab. Okay, again plus, children, you don't need to put a bracket. Once more I have written x, check everything, say minus. Where minus is there, children, a bracket is a must, plus z. Okay, so I am doing part 2, you see part 1, and you do in a very similar way and see whether you get the answer or not. Before I do anything, children, first, before I put all like term together, I will open the bracket and change all the signs. See here. So please repeat whatever is there, children. And here this becomes minus b square because plus was hidden here. Minus minus plus. Minus plus minus. So see, all the sign has changed. Okay, then only you can start with doing like terms. So see how many like terms are there? 2a square. Okay, see, so I can use red marker over here, 2. Okay, a square, I've got plus 6. See the sign also, children, here plus is there. Any other way? So here, so write all. Why I am doing? So that I don't want to miss anything. 3a square plus 6a square, all a square done. Then next I will take all the b square terms. So see here, I cross here for b square, this is b square and this is b square. So how much I get? Plus 3b square minus b square minus b square. that I have done. Next we have AB term. I just put a round AB term, AB term. So you see we have total I think 9 terms, 3 terms with A square, 3 terms with B square, and I see 3 terms with your AB. So minus 5, minus 7 and plus AB. So now see the final answer, 2 plus 3 5 plus 6 11 A square, 3B, and this will become minus 1 minus 1 minus 2. So 3 minus 2 is plus 1, and finally you see minus. So here if you want to do in rough work, I'm showing you this is 1 over here. So this is minus 12 plus 1 is minus 11. So I'll send you a link, because this all addition subtraction, children, we have done in integers. So this all the numerical coefficient, they are like integers, and we do addition and subtraction. So you need to go through that particular video lesson where I have explained to you fundamental operations on integers, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And this chapter basically you have to see nicely and understand this part, children, how we add or subtract. So final my answer is 11 minus 11 AB. Okay, so this is your rough work. You can do on the right side or at the bottom. So pause the video and copy, then we move on to question number 14. So children, we go to question number 14. So perimeter means sum of 3 sides. So you see perimeter is AB plus BC plus CA. So sum of 3 sides is perimeter. So sum of 3 sides is given, children, this, and 2 sides are given. Suppose AB and BC, you have to find the third side. Suppose this is this side, this is this side. So sum of 3 sides is this and 2 sides is this. So what we will do, we will add this, and from this we will subtract this to get the third side. Once more, one example I am giving you. If suppose this is an example which generally when I write with red pen you think it is example. This is suppose 5, this is 6, and this we don't know what it is. So they say total, perimeter means total is your suppose 20 centimeter, and these 2 sides are 5 and 6. So what will be the third side? So third side will be, children, is 20 minus, you add 5 plus 6. So 20 minus 11 is 9. Once more, this is 5, total is given 20. This is called perimeter. This plus this plus this. 2 sides are 5 and 6. So you add them 11. This is what we will do. We will add them. And to get the third side from total, what we call perimeter, we subtract the sum of the 2 sides. So what we do here, children, sum of 2 sides. So here you can use column method or row method. I told you I'll try to do row method here, but I think column will be better and easier over here. Last sum we will see what we do. So 2a square plus 3a plus 2, 3a square minus 4a minus 1. We add them first. Sum of 2. Sum means add. So we get 5a square minus 4 plus 3. So this is what I told you, minus 4 plus 3 will be minus 1. So minus a, and this will be plus 1. 2 minus 1, 1. We are not subtracting, children, we are adding here. So finally, third side, what we do, we take the total, that is perimeter, and we first rearrange the perimeter because it is in a decreasing order. Okay, if you see, this is in decreasing order. So what I write here is, I write this in the descending order. It looks nice also. Question to make you do learn, they give you in the just opposite order. So you learn always higher to lower is better than lower to higher. Otherwise I had to convert this in the opposite order. This is smaller to a square. This I would have done this in the opposite way. So better I change from bigger to smaller, and then I subtract, children. 5a square minus, so this is 5 square, later on it will become minus a plus 1. We subtract, change the sign. So 7 minus this we get 2. 1 plus 13 is 14, and 8 minus 1 is plus 7. So check that we have subtracted properly and we have got the correct answer. So kindly pause the video and do so once more. I'm trying to tell you, add the two side, what you get, you subtract the sum of two side from the total, so you subtract here. So this is subtraction. So this, as I told you here, this particular exercise is both addition and subtraction. So see, children, this first part was addition. Okay, this is 1, this is addition, and here we have subtraction. So kindly pause the video and copy, then we move on to the last question of this exercise. So finally we move on to the very last question of our exercise 13b, and with this we are going to finish this full 5-part video lesson on algebraic expression. So see, this may be hard for class 7 little bit, but you have to understand. So this is a rectangle, children. It has 2 length and 2 breadth. So this less distance is called breadth and the more is called length. So length is generally more. So what is a perimeter? So one is short example I'll give you. Perimeter, you see there are 2 length, the edge, and 2 breadth. Okay, just I'll show you with one example. Let the length be, here it is algebraic expression, let the length be 8. Okay, and the breadth be 5. Let the length be 8 and the breadth be 5. So what is the total length of the edge? 8 plus 5. No, this perimeter means this, the length of the edge or the boundary. So 8, 5, 8, 5. So I'm doing 8, 8, 5, 5. Same thing. I take the length together. So actually if you write as a formula, this is 2 length plus 2 breadth. So here it is 2 into 8 plus 2 into 5. You could have added like this, 8 plus 8, 16 plus 10, 26. But what I do in formula, when we write twice L plus twice breadth, and we take 2 common. So your perimeter basically, children, is 2 length plus breadth. 2 length plus breadth, we take 2 common over here. Okay, so this sum, we have perimeter is 2 length plus breadth. So you can write 2 length plus 2 breadth, open the bracket. So we have, this implies 2 length plus 2 breadth is perimeter. So one side let it be length, we can take another side be breadth. So what we are finding is let it be breadth. So what we have formula, 2 breadth is perimeter minus 2 length. Okay, so finally what we get, children, breadth is perimeter minus 2 length by 2. So first of all what we have to do, children, is we have to subtract twice one of the side from perimeter, and what we get we have to divide by 2. So kindly pause the video and copy whole thing, then I'll rub this part and I'll try to show how we get the answer. So this part basically I'm going to rub first. So first thing what I do, children, I try to find perimeter, which we call breadth. So is perimeter minus 2 length. So see here, perimeter minus two lengths. So little here I am starting. So our perimeter is this 16x cube minus 6x square plus 12x plus 4 minus twice one of the side, twice, so let it be length 8x square plus 3x. So what do we get, children? And you can directly write by 2 here also, since we are solving or later on. So we have first, children, you have to open the bracket and change the sign. Minus 2 8 is 16x square, minus 2 plus 3 is minus 6x divided by 2. Okay, so we get this. I have done twice, and 8 and with 3 also. So finally I have to solve it. So you can pause video and copy here. I don't want to go down. Sometimes it is not visible, very down, very up, very right, very left. So generally I try to do in the middle so that you can see nicely and clearly. So please copy this part, and then I am going to solve the final thing over there. So see, children, 16x cube, there is one 16x cube, so minus 6x square, and there is minus 16x square, then we have plus 12x, then we have this done, minus 6x plus 4 divided by 2. So see here, there is one cube term, 1 2 3 4 5 6, always count the total, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and then x cube done, x square. So take your time, children, take your time, do it correctly rather than doing it in a hurry and getting the wrong answer and getting 0. So let us see here what I get. 16x cube minus 6 minus 16 is minus 22x square, plus 12 minus 6 is 12x plus 4 by 2. So here what you do up, children, take 2 common. This may be a little harder for you. Take 2 common from the numerator. So it becomes 8x cube plus minus, in fact, 11x square. Just the half you take. 16 becomes 8, 22 becomes 11, 6 becomes 3, and 4 becomes 2. So down this 2 you have, 2 will cancel. So finally you will get the other side as 8x cube minus 11x square plus 3x plus 2. So my final answer, children, is here 8x cube minus 11x square plus 3x plus 2. So this is my final answer over here. So once more here, main solving I gave you concept, perimeter minus 2, the other side by 2 gives you the other side. One side you can call perimeter minus twice the one side. So this is what I have solved in a row operation. Okay, then let it be 2 only. So here I have arranged the like term, we have added them, so this division by 2 remains. We have added them and divided by 2, and here you will see, since we have to cancel by 2, we take 2 out. So that's why it will cancel, otherwise we would have got fraction. So we take 2 out, 16 becomes 8, minus 22 becomes minus 11, plus 6x becomes plus 3x, and 4 is all half, and 2 we cancel. So finally this is your answer. So if you have any problem, children, you play back the video, you what we call rewind, pause the video, then try to understand, because it takes time to understand. Okay, so write them also when you are doing, and more than half of the chapter I have done, almost 60-70%. So what I have not done, you do, check the answer. Solved examples are also there, some of them are very good, in fact do all. So kindly do practice, children. So with this video lesson we come to the end of algebraic expression class 7. This was my part 5. So thank you, children, for watching.